This is ESPN 1025 The Game. From the Hillside Medical Game Studios, WPRT-FM Pegram, WPUC HD2 Laverne. Nashville's exclusive home for the Nashville Predators. 1025 and 1063.
Terang, it's a high fly ball.
The leading receiver.
Awesome game 7.
Checkered flag in the air.
The Game.
A Cromwell Media Station.
Informative conversation while you work. This is the DDC. Presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling on Nashville's best sports talk.
ESPN
1025 and 1063 The Game. And on the Game Nashville app.
We are up and running here on a Wednesday, here on the DDC, 1025, 1063 The Game. Chase McCabe, Derek Mason, Willie Daunic here with you. Nick Keyser on the ones and twos behind the glass. Hope you're having a great start to your day. Caroline Fenton, Michelle Knezovic are down in Atlanta for day 3 of SEC Media Days, and all that coverage is presented by Volunteer Hose and Gasket. Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
Doing wonderful. Willie, I had to say something. I got to say something to you.
Oh,
man.
Derek's ready. Yeah. I can tell. He's ready.
Because,
Wow, it's 10:01.
Yeah,
Come
it's
on, man.
10:01.
What do we got?
Well, we got to get after it. I like that.
Because Nick and I talked about when I came in, I just went right. I didn't go at Nick, but I was like, man, listen, I don't know how Willie do it. I don't know how Chase do it. I don't know how Darren does it. You know, y'all are baseball guys, like through and through. Y'all are baseball guys through and through. And I respect that. I get it. I like, and I explained this yesterday, Willie. I like baseball, but I like it toward the end of the season into the playoffs. That's when it seems to be getting exciting. But I don't know. The All-Star game was boring, man. Again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I said this to Nick. I said, it's one of those sports that it just sucks just the energy out of you as you're watching it because everyone's stagnant. Only people that are constantly working is the pitcher, the catcher, and the umpire. That's it. Everybody else is like, all right, I'll be glad when the ball come to me, or, oh, well, looking at the stands, fixing their hat, chewing their gum, spitting out the seeds, adjusting their glasses. Listen, you have to be, baseball is a sport, man. Everybody can't play it because it's a skill set. You got to have a skill set because to me, it's you versus the ball. It's not you versus a man physically going at it like basketball, football, and hockey. It's you versus the ball. So I respect that because everybody can't do it. That's why they get paid so much. But, man, watching it, oh, my goodness, Willie, no wonder you got a double trouble. To me, it's boring, and the Mets, they just keep you up and down. Come on, Willie. I mean, why do you subject yourself to this, man?
Okay, so we're going to start there then. Derek,
Well,
I did not expect D-Mace to be the one. I knew Willie would be like,
Uh-huh.
hey, let's talk about the All-Star game. Let's give our thoughts on there. D-Mace comes off the top rope to start this thing. So, okay, fine.
I know why he did this. It's because I said he had 12,000 yards receiving yesterday, and he actually has 12,061. I shortchanged him.
Hey, come on now.
Yeah, you got to give me my 61, man. You got to give me my 61. I got to take
that 61 can go a long way.
That was a hard 61, too, at the end of my career,
that was with the Houston Texans.
Exactly.
I mean, come on. I don't think he did
Absolutely.
anything with the Jets, but, you got to Houston, things really picked up.
That was a hard 61, man.
You have to appreciate baseball, number one, and not everybody can go and watch a full baseball game. I understand. Every sport's got those fans that are going to get excited only if their team makes it to the playoffs, or they'll start paying attention when the games mean more. The All-Star game used to mean something. But, look, I got to meet you halfway, Derek. This was a great example last night of where baseball has fallen off, even for the people that love baseball.
Mm-hmm.
There's just not enough that's going on right now. The pitchers are so good, especially when they're asked only to pitch one inning. The best pitchers in the game going out there and airing it out for one inning, it's tough for the hitters to do anything. But the hitters right now are in a mode still of they strike out too much. There's too many walks. There's not enough action plays to keep the game entertaining, keep it moving. And baseball continues to – they're looking at it. I'll give them that. But they got a lot of work to do, I think. I like some of the things they did. I was never a big fan. You know me, Chase, I tend to be a traditionalist. I lean traditionalist. But, look, I'm not stupid. The younger audience, you desperately have to get some things to get them interested. I enjoyed some of the stuff they did with the mic'd up thing. They're taking it to a new level. Some of it worked really well. So that was a nice wrinkle. But at the end of the day, there just wasn't much action in the game.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the ratings yet, but people were speculating it could be the lowest beforehand. They were saying this has a chance to be the lowest rated All-Star game because the audience keeps going down.
Yeah, I mean, I watched some of it, which
I watched the whole thing.
Yeah,
I love baseball. I'm going to watch.
I know you do, and I do too. I mean, like it's time to get serious now for both our teams, for the Braves and the Mets, fighting it out for the NL East, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure will give us some fodder here on the show, but you guys know my thoughts on All-Star games. Like, I just feel like they have all. It's not just baseball. They've all jumped the shark. Like they're just not entertaining anymore. I mean,
yeah, but that's where baseball should have an advantage because you can play a baseball game and not have people saying, "Oh, I can't hit," or "I can't tackle." You know, you should be able to play a real baseball, good competitive baseball game in an all-star setting.
To an extent, yes, but the pitchers aren't going to show their best stuff. I mean, they're doing a lot of off speed. That's not true at all. Well,
did you see the average? Did you see the guy come in for the Guardians last night?
Yeah,
99 for 10 straight pitches and struck out the side. So they're airing it out. It's the opposite, Chase. They're going in there for one inning. And
some guys are, some guys aren't. You know, but
no. Tell me the guy that's not throwing.
I didn't think Kershaw was all that impressive. He was all right.
Well, he's getting old. He doesn't
still,
go as hard as he used to.
But I mean, he's starting, because it's in L.A. It's at Chavez Ravine, and he's doing that kind of ceremonial thing. But I just don't get entertained by All-Star games. And then Stanton wins the MVP because he hits a 2-run jack that ultimately ties the game, and then Buxton goes, they go back to back, and that wins the game, and that's it. That's the scoring.
That was the action. If you watch the highlights of the game, you saw the action in those 4 highlights.
And that was all in like the first 3-4 innings.
Then everything after
dominated. The pitchers dominate the game.
Well, how can they make it at least for if you want to? Because like you said, Chase, every All-Star game they're running into this problem of getting fans to watch. Getting fans to be engaged in that particular All-Star game, whether it's football, basketball, hockey, baseball, it doesn't matter. Getting fans engaged in your All-Star game during the playing moments. Now, the side stuff, autographs, fans are going to be there. They're going to get them. But to actually get them engaged with the games, I think they should make it more of just for the All-Star game. Make it more of an offensive game. Make it for the batters, not the pitchers. Make it for